Alright, today's day 2 of working on the comma and the Navara. I've done a bit of measuring off camera. I need to do a bit more chopping on the Navara to make the cab fit, so I'm going to do that and hopefully we can get the cab sitting on there today. Alrighty, so I've finished cutting on the Navara. We've done the sills, we've cut the sills, I've cut the firewall, I've taken the radiator off. I've got one of the sponsors for the build that's going to help me, aka the wife, as you can see there. I'll flip you around and you can see what we've done. Radiator's gone because it's going to be in the way. I've cut the firewall and I've cut the sills and the A-pillar because this thing is a lot wider than the comma. So I've cut the sills on both sides, so there should be minimal amount of cutting left to do on the Navara. This area here, I was hoping we can just fold this up to fit to the comma and just give it a couple of spot welds, but we'll see how we go. So I'm about to throw this bad boy on the hoist and then we'll put the Navara under it. So this is the first test. Are you going to drift it? Oh yeah. What's our next move? I don't really have one.
Can we put some blocks underneath the bottom of the chassis, and because it can go up itself.
Yeah.
The hoist won't go up, but it can go up.
Yeah, let's do that.
So we ran into some issues here where we found that the hoist couldn't lift the cab high enough to clear the wheels.
So the solution was to clamp the box section to the floor, which gave us enough height to get over the wheels. We tried to add timber blocks between the roof and the box section, but we couldn't get them to stay in there.
Very tight, ladies and gentlemen.
Alrighty, so I've been chopping all day on the Navara, drilled out some spot welds, tried to do as much clearing thing as I can. As you can see, the wheel isn't in the middle of the guard, so the cab probably needs to come forward about 100 mil. But the biggest problem is the firewall. So I did measure it. Obviously I didn't accommodate for the curve. I did measure it in the middle, and I thought I'd have enough room. The problem I'm having now is to get this cab nice and low like I want, I'm gonna have to chop the corner out. And to add to that, the rear cab mount is actually too far back for me to utilize this cab with this floor pan. So the proper way to fix this is, I think I need to cut that cab mount and move it forward so I can move the whole cab forward. The problem with that is, if I'm going to do that, I think I should just redo the floor and firewall and stop trying to use the Navara stuff, which I was trying to avoid because that's going to create a lot of more work. I'm going to have to basically remount everything. So the steering column, the brake booster, the heater, the chairs or the seats, all that needs to be remounted and redone. This is a lot more work than I anticipated, but I think this is going to be the best solution. As you can see, the gap's just too much. Alright, I'm going to wrap it up for today. Today's been very disappointing. I've done a lot of work on chopping the Navara floor pan and firewall. The problem I'm having is the cab mount. The rear cab mount on the Navara floor pan is too far back, which means I can't bring the cab far enough forward. The other big problem I'm having is the firewall on the Navara is too high. which means I got to pretty much remove the heater core, and all the stuff that was under the dash. I was trying to retain all that, but I'm gonna have to remove all that to chop the firewall down. And I think by the time I remove all that stuff and relocate the steering column and brake pedal and accelerator pedal, I'm actually better off just mounting the cab with new mounts and a new floor pan. So I could do all brand new sheet metal and the steel. I'll probably do a box section frame. I think it's going to be quicker than trying to use any of the Navara stuff, because I've spent 2 days already chopping up on the Navara, and it's probably another 2 days of removing parts and chopping.
How's it feel driving in your truck, John?
Yeah, it's good.
Give us a thumbs up.
Hey, on the brakes, bud. Oh my God. Whoa, whoa, whoa.